I'm so excited to talk all about Below Deck Med this season. This is now your second season back with Captain Sandy. Well, what's it like to get another season with her under your belt?
It's so special because the longer that Sandy and I work together, I mean, like with most relationships that you give time, we just keep getting closer and closer, and our bond is so beautiful. And I actually said to her the other day, I really admire her. Well, I'm grateful to her because in my very first season with her, I don't know if you guys will remember, but at the last dinner, when we went around the table and said our highs and lows, I was like, oh, I'm really disappointed with how little praise you gave the interior. And my low was interior not getting as much praise as they should have. And, you know, it was a little bit of a bite to her, and she could have totally written me off after that, but she didn't, and I came back in season 5, and she welcomed me with open arms, and again, coming back for season 9, welcomed me back with open arms, and now my favourite part of the day is when I get 3 minutes free, and I run to Sandy's cabin, and we laugh at a meme, or just do something stupid and cry laughing, and she is a really special person.
You came into the season an engaged woman.
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank
It's so
you.
exciting. You know, in the first episode, you said Sandy might have inspired Scott to propose.
Yes, I'm engaged. This is very exciting. I feel like Sandy inspired Scott.
With you? Baby.
Oh my God.
Yes, baby.
Thank you very much.
Did he ever confirm this?
No, he didn't. Well, he didn't, but I know that he'd been wanting to do it for a while. He was just waiting for the right time. So I don't think that she actually inspired him, but maybe pushed him along.
Your wedding is coming up.
Yeah.
How has the planning process been? What's that been like? Tell
It's
me about
been
it.
so easy. I don't understand why people get so stressed out planning weddings. Like, you literally sit down and choose vendors and send emails, and then they email back and they say, yep, we're free, great, book it in, done. And maybe it's the chief stew in me, I don't know, but I literally planned it in one afternoon, and now I've just got to show up.
Yeah, you've handled much worse.
Yeah, exactly.
With charter guests.
Exactly. So it was a piece of cake. But we're actually not having cake at the
Really?
wedding. Neither of us are huge cake people, so we're gonna do Thai. We're gonna do lots of noodles and lots of curry,
that.
and then dessert. I don't know, maybe an ice cream truck or something.
We just came off of what Andy Cohen has described as the horniest season of Below Deck ever.
I know. What the hell?
Crazy, right?
Crazy.
Well, in the trailer for the season of Below Deck Med, it seems like Kizzy's going to be having some fun with the deck crew, so to
Yes.
say.
Got a great crew. I just want to everyone. I'm gonna ruin the deck team. I'm gonna do a bingo card and I'm gonna try to tick off the whole crew.
You know, as far as hookups go, how would you say this season of Below Deck Med compares to the last season of Below Deck?
Oh, it is nowhere near the level that Below Deck is. I think that that's one for the books. I don't think anything's going to get quite as near as that. There are, you see there are multiple hookups, but it's kind of spread out a little bit more. There are some gaps in between.
Right.
Yeah.
It also looks like we're going to see the reconciliation of Nathan and Gail this season, and they recently welcomed their first baby together. Have you met? Have you met him?
I've met Caden. He is absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh, he's such a sweet baby. They've done really well. And they're such a beautiful couple. Like, they're so in love, and they're so, you know, it's been hard for them having the baby so early on, and like they're still establishing their, you know, they're still kind of getting to know each other, and then they've got a baby, but they're so committed to each other, and they're doing a great job.
When he first came on, they were obviously split up at the
Yes.
time. He kind of seemed like he was ready to sow his wild oats, so to say. What do you think that's going to be like for them watching this season back?
Oh, I think it's going to be mighty uncomfortable. I don't think Nathan's really looking forward to it, to be honest. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But yeah, I just don't. I feel bad for them. Well, I feel bad for Nathan because I keep seeing online everyone saying like, "Oh, I can't believe that Nathan's cheated on Gail," and it's like, watch the bloody season. He doesn't cheat on her. They're not together for like most of the season. So,
well, while we're speaking of Nathan, the deck team kind of had a bit of a rough start, first with food poisoning, then with the jet ski. We saw you kind of sitting back and giggling a little, smiling.
Sorry. Jesus.
Nathan, slow and controlled. Come hold the wave on it.
Still.
What's going through your mind when all this chaos is unraveling?
I just thought, it's about bloody time, it's not my department. And I was like, it's your turn now, and I don't feel sorry for you.
That's hilarious.
It was a bit evil of me, but you know, I was
Listen.
like, I was just glad it wasn't me this time.
You've paid your dues.
Yeah, I've done my time. Like, give it to someone else.
I can't let you go without bringing up your time on Below Deck Down Under as well. Daisy from Below Deck Sailing Yacht is going to be Chief Stew on this next season. Did you give her any advice about working with Captain Jason?
I didn't even know she was doing it until I saw it on Instagram, which is weird because we actually talk all the time, but we must have just been going through a busy period. But I love that she's gone there because I feel like her and Jason are such a great match, and I think she's really going to thrive.
You recently opened up about working a charter with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
What other celebs have you run into in this career?
So who else have I run into? I ran into Ethan Dupree or Ethan Supri, I forget, the one that was on Without a Paddle.
Okay.
Lovely. Naomi Campbell, she was really, really nice. And I think my favourite was one day I was taking the trash off the boat and I hopped off the pass rail to put my shoes on, and I looked up, and a metre away from me is Will Smith with his family. They were just getting off the boat next door that they were chartering, and he's like, yo, come on, put your shoes on, we gotta go. And I was like, oh my God.
I can't let you go without bringing up The Amazing Race.
Yes.
What was it like to do that with your fiance, and what was the wildest thing you guys had to do together?
The Amazing Race was incredible. I've wanted to do it since I was 13, so it felt so surreal, and it was awesome doing that with Scott, because, you know, we're going to get married in March, and it's like, what better way to bond you than going through all these crazy challenges around the world. And I think the hardest one was we did this challenge where we had to eat 15 bowls each of the super sweet, thick molasses type food, and that sounds nice. The first bowl was like, oh my God, this is amazing, but by the time our bodies all started rejecting it by like the fourth bowl, and we've got to do about 15. So you've got, I mean, I was just bawling my eyes out, throwing up the whole time, wet myself twice. You've got this AFL player who's like crying and vomiting so violently that they're like calling the medic in, and his daughter's like watching him bawling her eyes out, and it was just an absolute mess. It was so crazy.
That's
so
insane.
I was very grateful when that was over.
Is there anything else you can tease about this season of Below Deck Med? I know we talked about a lot.
This season of Below Deck Med, well, what I will say is that out of all the seasons that I've ever filmed, this one has by far been my favourite. It was like, I just remember thinking at the time, it was like the story gods were shining down on us, and every single charter, so much happened, and I was like, whoa, how is this all happening? But it's not toxic or bitchy or gross or anything like that. Like, obviously there are some elements because it's Below Deck, but it's just a really interesting season. Yeah, I think the viewers will be very engaged the whole time.